It's time for final thoughts. Now, the left is loving and tolerant so long as you fit their narrative and worldview. If you don't do that, oh boy, get ready for an onslaught of labels, shame, target practice, and misspelled tweets. Now, The Daily Show wasn't the first time I've experienced the hypocrisy at the left or the mainstream media. I've become pretty familiar with what happens when you question their narrative or challenge their worldview. I walked onto The Daily Show knowing there wouldn't be a single conservative or supporter in the crowd, but I had the balls to walk into that situation and didn't flinch. Trevor Noah is a good guy, but he likened me to a racist uncle before I stepped on the stage. Thanks, bud. Neutral. And the first thing he asked me was, why are you so angry? See, when the left makes a point, it's passion. When someone on the right does the same, it's anger. Double standard number one. And think about this for a moment. If Trevor Noah appeared in front of a conservative audience and was booed and jeered, what do you think the mainstream would label those folks? Racists, bigots, deplorables, take your pick. But the Daily Show crowd booed and heckled me for 20 minutes, once for citing a fact, by the way, and the mainstream not only agrees with it, they applaud it and label those folks social justice warriors. Amazing, really. Oh, but the left is riddled with double standards. If Kellyanne Conway were a Democrat, she'd be a hero. But since she didn't play for their team, her accolades are stripped away. Typical leftist double standard. They do the same to me. I'm 24, the youngest political talk show host in history, and on the front page of the New York Times business page today. But since I challenge their narrative and threaten their cushy moral superiority complex, I'm just a dumb blonde, and my achievements are either undeserved or ignored. Same thing happens to conservative people of color. If you don't fit their mold, preach their talking points, or you hang out with someone like me, well, you're a coon or Uncle Tom. Which party is racist again? Let's reevaluate. Oh, and if you're this guy, a Muslim refugee who mows over and stabs innocent people, you're misunderstood. But if you're these folks and simply believe in traditional marriage, you're not fit for mainstream television. The left truly does believe it has a monopoly on morality because it, in lockstep with the mainstream media, has controlled the narrative and the labels. Now, they overused racist, sexist, and bigot, but instead of realizing their meritless labels were a contributing factor to their loss, they double down. Now, they're still licking their election wounds and mystified they lost. Truly, they are. So they found a new go-to label to silence and shame their opposition, the alt-right. Now, the alt-right exists, but someone who criticizes a person of color, BLM, or the left is not an alt-righter make. The Democrats didn't lose election because of white lash, rednecks, alt-righters, or confused and angry voters. The left lost because of center-right, hardworking, middle-class Americans from every corner of the race, gender, religious, and social spectrum that were sick and tired of being told they were less than, cold-hearted, bigoted, or unimportant. If the left would listen to people between the coast and beyond the big cities, they would begin to understand, but they won't. They will stay in their bubbles and talk to each other about how great and morally elite they are. That's fine. See how that works out for you in the long run. Consider your bubble burst. I am your worst nightmare. I don't care what you label me or how many times you come for me. I'm fearless and I'm just getting started. Those are my final thoughts. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Tomi Lahren from Dallas. God bless and take care.